No one is coming to pull us free. And the sooner we accept that, the clearer the path ahead of us becomes. Because
And shameful.
They want to know what.
Yeah, drunk, yeah, Jamaican shameful. You see, Jamaican, yeah, come and call Jamaican shame ourselves.
She had nowhere else to stay, you know, and her daughter is all the way in Lucy.
Remember, on Christmas and the day after, the largest slave rebellion ever in our world history happened, you know, girl.
But I want to show you a little bit of where the government of Jamaica expects people to go when they leave the shelter.
I want around gentleman they say is of unsound mind. Going in the room with my wife in there, nobody from the shelter.
I used to have the confrontation the other night with the gentleman, you know, because he's a sexual predator.
Big up the whole of hot water. Hey, that even dash water. You might talk about even pot water. Hot water. Big up that data. Big up myself, father. And I don't love and love alone.
Hot water, massive and crew. Y'all people, what's going on? Yeah, people saw good things there here phone, you know. Yes, grandma is looking, someone is looking help for grandma because she is badly affected and the zinc off her house is gone. She need shelter, she need some zinc to put on her house. Now, 2 Jamaicans overseas, I think one is lack of understanding and is not reasonable. She's cursing out. It seems as if she doesn't have money to pay for a train ride and pass a premises that she should not, and she is not behaving in a good manner. Let's watch that video, people, and here. Now on Christmas Day, Sam Sharp led a rebellion. Yes, the man and the $1 kind people. You'll definitely want to hear about that. Many people are not aware of that part of history. Yes, LIZA HANNA is saying, outdated belief system and traditions and pride, and we are not getting productive. It is what is keeping us back in the race of life and in this global economical race. People, you definitely want to hear that. She took the hammer and lit the nail on the head. She spoke about a barrage of things. People, yes, a family or this girl is helping a lady that was affected in affected in the area, a specific lane that was affected in Hurricane Melissa. That lady lives in the lane, but this lady she seems to be in the Petersfield shelter and will give us a talk on that, people. Stay tuned, Hot Water Massive and Crew. You definitely don't want to miss the whole reasoning because I spoke a lot. Yes, I spoke a lot because there was a lot to be said, people, so don't miss it. Hot Water Massive and Crew, big up on yourself. People, this elderly woman is homeless because of Hurricane Melissa. Now, people, this young lady is reaching out for help for her. Let us take a listen.
She had nowhere else to stay, you know, and her daughter is all the way in Lucy, and she's an elderly lady, and she goes to church, and she's missing her church people, and as you can see, she have no top, it's roofless, you know, and all the furnitures are out here. She has nothing more, not even a bed. It is very sad. And during the hurricane, she had nowhere to go, so she had to run next door, you know, for a couple of days.
And in the storm, them said that she had to go over to a neighbor. Where was her people? That's what I'm asking sometimes. But people, we would love for her to get help, and I'm wondering, yes, everyone wants help. Maybe some of her relatives are affected also. But come on, man, the people them look after you guys when you were young. I don't like to see things like this. Grandma should be quickly assisted by grandchildren and children. But I hope as maybe they themselves too are in devastation and need help. But yes, people Jamaica, let us come together who can reach out to grandma. Listen, there are more people unaffected in Jamaica than people that are affected. And there is so much people overseas. If so much Jamaicans overseas, if you have people, not everyone have it, but you have people that have it. If one set of family that have it decide to help one person or one family that is affected, Jamaica, that can be resolved, man. All of this destruction can be resolved. And think people, but if the government that has it don't want to help the people, I can imagine people that have it, they're saying that is the government's job, that's not theirs. Maybe, I'm not sure, but just saying so, people. But definitely for a lady like this, man, come on, people, come on. See, she's saying that she missed church members. No, grandma, I would definitely ask grandma the question what she think about giving the church 75 million. And cause I want to know if the church will donate a couple sheets of zinc to grandma. So this is why these people should have been sorted out first. You know, and a little church session can keep there at grandma's house and make grandma welcome the rest of her church members. So people, yeah, grandma, would I want for grandma get some help, seriously. People, Jamaicans overseas should respect other Jamaicans overseas. Now people, them say if you're there foreigner so far better you come at your yard. Now this lady has some issue. It seems as if she lacks fear for a train ride and bombard into behind an unauthorized premises. Let us see what happened, people.
Yeah, drunk, yeah, Jamaican, shameful. You see, Jamaican, yeah, come and call Jamaican, shame ourselves. You are what, drunk?
Yeah.
Drunk, yeah, what? If you come through, that's what you gonna do.
Pay fair.
So what I got to do? Yes, me a scavenger, what you gonna do about it? I mean, I want to say a scavenger, drunk, you come from Jamaica, go like you come and come stop in a go food, and what wrong with you? So what your problem? What your problem, drunk, there. So me alone if you come to the drunk,
yes.
I mean, not gonna stop come through there, what you gonna do, drunk, So with what? Shame for what? Poverty kill drunk, over dirty Sundays, over dirty Sundays, over dirty Sundays. Drunk, deal with me now. Talk to me now and deal with me now. Shame on you come here. Me not stop being scavenger. Me not stop. Alliance Universe, deal with your people them. Because I'm going to post this to you. For not drink him. Because when people come through their stuff, you know support them. And I'm more than one time Mr. people want to kick in their dirty face.
Tell them do it.
So what your problem is?
Tell them try it.
What your problem is?
I'm doing the same
thing.
Yes, so because, so what is the problem? I'm the only one going through there? I am the only one walk through the gate.
For 20 minutes.
That doesn't matter. You know what I'm going through? You know what I am going through? So what is your problem? How many people drunk it? How many people drunk it? How many people drunk it? I don't want to drunk it if I spend time inside. But what is your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem? I'm the only one come to it? I'm the only one come to it?
You're the only one that stood there for 20 minutes.
Okay, you know what I'm going through?
I don't care what you're
Okay, so what is your problem?
I don't care what you're doing. I really don't.
So what is the problem?
People are going through a lot of shit that nobody. You
either?
You stood there for 20 minutes.
Okay. So what if I don't pay?
Nobody cares. Go ahead, open it. He was already in and out. He's not coming in.
My job.
You thought you
With what?
Pay your fare.
With what?
Pay your fare.
With what?
Pay your fare. Open
I am going to go through it again. So what?
Violating my job.
Yes, so
That's
what?
the problem.
Violating the job for what?
What problem?
You are calling me the shame.
problem.
You
I don't
assaulted
care.
me by telling me that I'm ashamed.
You violated my job.
You know what I'm going through?
I don't care.
You don't care.
Don't be
Say it to me.
Pay your fare.
So when I'm coming through those things, nothing to me.
Pay your fare.
And I'm still going to come there and stand there. And I'm going to stop me.
Stop work for my job.
So why you talking to me?
My job. You want me to
Why you talking to me then?
I'm working there. I'm a security guard here.
So why you don't stop me from coming through? Well, I'm not going to pay. I'm going to stand right there and come through it.
All right.
Take a much picture, but I'm taking a picture for you. And I'm sending it to your job.
Pay your fare.
I am not the only one going through there, baby.
Pay your fare.
I'm not the only one.
Pay your fare. Pay your fare. I don't care.
Video.
Pay your fare.
Video is much. Video.
Pay your fare.
Anything else to video?
Pay your fare.
Anything else?
Oh, hot water. Well, people, hear what's going on now. You see, I don't like how she's dealing with the situation. Now, I'm not going to say Jamaicans only, but people in general is full of pride. And when you hurt their ego or something like that, they have a tendency, instead of to say sorry, they have a tendency to get ignorant. Yes, like if someone bad mind you then. Okay, let's use Mr. Vaz as example. Then Mr. Vaz is trying to let it look as if Mr. G is the one that is bad mind when actually he is. So in a sense now, she's letting it look as if those two security guards or the gentleman is bad because she's bad. No, instead, alright, she's saying that no one knows what she's going through. The way she approaching it, and Jamaica would say styling up the man or disrespecting the gentleman. It's pure ignorance. What the way she's calling him some words and all type of that, claiming as if she's gonna report him to the security firm or institution which he works for. She sound like she don't have no Jamaican in her. Like she lose it a long time ago. You know those people that over there struggling and behaving as if because she have a little accent, so you're over there that long time. What is going on? Leave. If you have got two things, leave. You sound like an American now that you're gonna call the company. You know that you're wrong. You're there, yeah, that Jamaica, you do something, you know that you're wrong. You flee the scene. No, because of Americans like to sue. She sound as if that is, she want to do something like that, or she want him to lose his job, which that don't make any sense because him a losing job. She's saying, you know what I'm going through, but people, listen now. It's because of her ignorance that is what caused all of this. Because what? Yes, people don't know what you're going through. And know that the way you handle the situation, they don't care because of how you're behaving. Now, if you never behave like that from first, if you even went through the unauthorized barrier then, and them say something to you then, if you did just barely tone it down, not sure you feel shame, don't be so man. If you did just tone it down and just whisper and tell them what go and make them know you feel, or if you did even go to the barricade and whisper and say, boy, things kind of rush and I don't have any money to buy a train ticket or whatever. A Jamaican that, you know, people, and Jamaicans would have look out for them. If Jamaicans don't respect Jamaicans anytime at all, when you and them meet up, you guys meet up overseas and you guys see that you're all dear in Uncle Sam, yes, you guys show enough respect to each other, but when you guys are at yard, yes, Jamaicans, you guys fight each other. That's a common saying. So I believe, as a yardie to a yardie, if she went there and silently let her problem be known, the gentleman would have reasoned with him co-worker and they would have tried to squeeze her through. But because of this ignorance now, nobody, I'm sure a lot of people know that she broke and nobody had to know. So people, let me say this. I can overs what she's doing, you know, and I overs what the security is going through. Because listen, I used to conduct on bus, you see? And people, you have some people sometimes that just jump up on the bus and they take a seat. And when the time comes and you say, all fear, you see people giving in your fear, someone sitting down in the seat, acting as if they don't hear that you said fear, and then you ask for the fear and they're screwing up their face, and then they start to give you attitude. And then, all of a sudden, they just start bursting on you, cursing you, saying all type of things and don't want to give you your money. So it's either two things sometimes. You stop the bus and you throw them off, or you might just shut up sometime and let them and just curse them out also. So because they don't have any fear, but it is wrong for you to just hop up on a bus and jump in and see. If you actually touch the doctor don't have any fear, you know, whatever. Doctor will sometimes see with you. Not every doctor, but I'm sure there's gonna be some doctor. So like this man now, I'm sure that if she went there silently, humbly, and explain her problem as a yardie to a yardie, the gentleman would have squeezed her through. The way she behaving, that behavior is totally atrocious. And yes, we need to learn to humble ourselves. Yes, we have a thing where when we're wrong, we don't want to accept. We want to be wrong and strong. No, you can't be wrong and strong. Once you're wrong, you're wrong. So in this video, I don't know, but people, I don't find nothing wrong with what the gentleman is doing. I'll definitely give the gentleman this one. And if it was a court case and I was the judge, she would have lost. Nothing is wrong with what the gentleman. He is doing his job. He could have still even give you a lecture, you know, and get caught on camera and lose his job. But anyway you take it, the best way was to deal with things is just barely go up to him and say whatever. And somehow the man, if not go on a foreign man, come out of the yard. Because she seems to be there for some time and have kind of catch the accent. She's asking if you know what I'm going through. Well, no one cares because everyone has something going through. But it's the way you express yourself. You can be having the worst time of your life, but if you're full of pride and don't want to tell anybody, well, you're going to suffer to yourself. Christmas is very important for a lot of us. But on Christmas Day, something back then in history, something happened. People, let's listen and hear the history that this lady will give to us.
Remember, on Christmas and the day after, the largest slave rebellion ever in our world history happened, you know, girl. Down a yard, you know, girl. 1831, you know, girl. Yeah, man. Sam Sharp, skill man, was a pastor. Use him congregation and say, praise Jesus. In between the time, him say, here what we are going to do. We are going to do this and that. And so we are going to clap with them. Right? Praise Jesus. So Sam Sharp on Christmas Day 1831 lead over 60,000 people. That was where African ancestors, including where indigenous ancestors, them, the Arawaks, including the Maroons, them, which would be, you know, the children of the Africans and the indigenous people. 60,000 people. I'm going to clap with them. Largest slave rebellion ever.
Yes, so people, many people never know that, right? Because a lot of us don't know our history. A lot of us, once we leave high school, we stop learning. We feel like we know everything based off a certain little experience, and we stop learning right there and then. But not every part of history, and we don't like some of the things that we learned, we don't revisit them. We just move on, pass on, and carry on with our life. And yes, whether or not we will accept it, yes, live in ignorance. So a lot of these holidays are rigged. So people, Tom Fool Day, it is said that you have the Gregorian calendar, you have two different types of calendar. However, Africa celebrate Kwanzaa, it's something like Christmas, and that's in April. So we as Africans away from Africa, we are celebrating the New Year's in January. Now April Fool means that April is the beginning of the new year, people. So all over, right now, it's not, in some places in the world, it's not even 2025. In many different places in the world, they reach a different year. Yes, people, in case most not, a lot of you guys didn't know. Because why? We live in a Westminster system. Just like how you have up north. Remember, some countries are what? Like 2 hours ahead of us and all of that. So you have countries which their time move more slower, some their time move more faster. Yes, people. So you know, time is an illusion and what have you. Yeah, just saying this to say that. So yes, a lot of these holidays are rigged. Well, we all know how Valentine's Day goes. So yes, big up to Mr. Sam Sharp. Now, if many of the pastors or Sam Sharp did pretend and scam people back in those times with whatever his bishop authority or his pastoral authority, regardless of the indoctrination, Sam Sharp knew that this was not his roots. Because you have a lot, you have Uncle Ben's, if not a lot of people know about Uncle Ben's cabin, was also a black man, which he was a deacon and he held church. Yes, something taught to them by missionaries in order, you know, for enslavement. And to see that we were well properly behave. So like Uncle Sam and Sam Sharp, you know, Sam Sharp, I think, some of these people were house slaves, you know, not all slaves, yeah. So not all house slaves did truly like what was happening to the free slave or was with it. Someone like Sam Sharp now, Sam Sharp decided a year will come, we're going to keep church, we're going to act as if why we are indulging in them colonial beliefs that they want to impose upon us, to humble us and to use it as a weapon, a spiritual weapon to capture our soul essence. And Sam Sharp said, come. And Sam Sharp tell the people the truth, and Sam Sharp they were call up a rebellion. Now, enough of these pastors today can't take a, why I say I can't take a page, but not even take a page out of Sam Sharp book, eh? Some of them know the truth and they're not telling people the truth. So, some people, until this day, you will get up and you say to some of these people, them say, some of Jamaican people say, did you know that you tell them the truth about Christianity? Did you know that Christianity has nothing to do with you as a black person? And them tell you all type of things and them can nothing what they're saying, there's no history to back it up. But everything that is true, you have history to back it up. So people, not saying that we are bashing Christianity, but many does not know where it come from. Listen, Christianity is from beginning because you have Orthodox Christianity, yes, but it was paganized by the Romans and the Spartan army. Yes, people, so when some artists say, boy, them are this and that, I guess some man of the research people know what it. Who remember a show that used to come on national TV with Spartacus? Yes, people, so these people were the people of Christianity, the Roman empires. So people, a lot of us don't know. So Sam Sharp was wise and smart in his time and say, yeah, what? We're going to pretend like we captured and they captured our mind and our spirit with this thing here. But we're going to plan a rebellion. So people, that's how Sam Sharp went down into history book as a national hero. Likewise, Paul Bogle led the Morant Bay rebellion, Nanny of the Maroon. We never miss Nanny's story because everybody know how them say Nanny black this and that with our buttocks. Yeah, so people never miss on that. But knowledge is food for the soul, and a lot of people, a lot of people never know that. Our kids that is studying history don't even know that Paul Bogle did such thing. So people, all of these people, they trick us and use us afterwards. After they died, they don't want to tell people the truth and come and put them on money. And so they're taking us for fool people. So what caused them to be a hero? No one really wants to tell the truth sometimes. And all of what our heroes died for, our government and all of who we see now say that they are leaders, all of them, that they are doing the opposite of what our true leaders did, people, into fighting for our freedom. But nobody now fight for freedom again. Material things and vanity take them over. Everybody feel them free too. You can go up on your phone, go ray and yeah, watch how go on in the world. But come on, people. Yes, people. So all who love easy escape from the matrix are all who love simple fix to our life's problem. People, Miss LIZA HANNA will definitely give a story, and people will definitely give a good story on it too. Not a story, but she's going to make some statements. Let's listen, people.
No one is coming to pull us free. And the sooner we accept that, the clearer the path ahead of us becomes. Because those who dare to risk, I believe, lead. And those who hesitate become the followers. And those who cling to fear and safety and caution, they don't fail dramatically. They simply disappear from their own potential. Because courage is that bridge between who we are and who we're meant to become. And I've wrote those words quietly many years ago, and I've lived them, not for a public platform, but for myself. And I decided this year to really share it with close friends, family, and colleagues as private encouragement, not as a public declaration. But this moment that we're in made it impossible for me to keep private, because what once felt personal, I believe, is now structural, and it has to become national and global. Because often I hear people say courage is bravado and recklessness and arrogance, but it's not that. True courage is actually quieter. It's more disciplined, and it's far more demanding, because it's the decision that we make all the time to move forward without guarantees and to act when outcomes are uncertain and assurances are absent. And as we approach 2026, that distinction matters. Why? Because the world we're in doesn't reward comfort or consensus or waiting to be the chosen one. Oh, let me pick her because we like her, or him because, we like the way they walk. Across the globe, the direction of travel is unmistakable if you haven't been noticing. Economic power has shifted. Traditional alliances are thinning, and technology is compressing time, labor, health, relevance, professions. The global economy is faster, it's leaner, it's less forgiving, and opportunities are concentrating around those with good attitudes, those who are willing to move early and adjust quickly. So in this environment, neither nations nor individuals are preserved out of sentiment or fairness. They're going to be enduring because they are prepared to move. If not, they're just going to be quietly bypassed. Not even quietly, you might be loudly bypassed too. And this is why courage must be understood as a practice, as a muscle that you work. It's a repeated choice to assume responsibility rather than delegate it, and to act rather than posture. Tired of the posturing now. And to participate rather than spectate. And so what we often describe as caution in truth is not caution. It's really fear that has learned to sound reasonable because you've practiced it so often. Oh, let me just wait. You disguise it as wisdom, of nostalgia. And that delay becomes a pattern. And we learned this early in life, because I was saying recently that if you play stuck in the mud, or as we say in Jamaica, stucky, if you have your arms out and you're waiting for someone to pull you free, subconsciously, sometimes, even though no one came, subconsciously, you might have thought it was cruelty, but actually it wasn't. The game just moved on. Some people never leave that posture. It's embedded. They wait for the circumstances to improve, or just wait, or for systems to change around them, for someone else to intervene on their behalf. And they blame people. Meanwhile, others changed teams, changed games, and they kept it moving. So if you're still standing there at this stage of your life and somehow your arms are out, the issue is not misunderstanding. It's just your misalignment of perspectives. And at some point, remember, your waiting became staying, and staying carries a cost, because whether you like it or not, momentum gathers around those who move. Yeah. When stillness, if you're still and you're not moving, you're just going to fade into irrelevance, because your perspectives don't galvanize people. And this is not a moral judgment. It's just how systems work. And so for Jamaica, this reality carries particular weight, because I heard the calls, like in the wake of the destruction because of Hurricane Melissa in the West. People thought that activities in Kingston should have been cancelled out of solidarity. The instinct is understandable, but it was also incomplete, because grief must be acknowledged, yes, but livelihoods also depend on continuity, and recovery in any way is not served by stillness alone and by grievance, because opportunity has to happen and circulate if rebuilding is to occur. So as we look forward to 2026, a difficult truth becomes unavoidable. The world, and I say the world, not this country, because we're competing in a global environment, the world no longer pauses for the unready. It doesn't slow down to convince, hesitant people. And it doesn't intervene for those who refuse to decide and who are waiting for other people to set them free. Courage is now self-authorship, both individually and collectively. And it really means deciding before comfort arrives, before, acting before somebody grants you permission, and accepting that, clarity often follows movement. It follows it. It doesn't precede it. And so for Jamaica, that's an honest reckoning with inefficiency, outdated approaches, habits that no longer serve us. Because I've often said pride without performance is fragile. And even if we're sovereign, if you have no strategy, baby love, that's just symbolism. And if we're to change one thing in our lives, and I'm talking personally, it must be our tolerance for systems that don't work. and for delays that we keep excusing, for inefficiencies we normalize, and low expectations we quietly accept. And if you buck me up and I put you in your place because you're not serving the cause or your business or serving the customer or even serving the friendship, I'm gone. And you might think it's a bad LIZA HANNA experience. No, I don't have the time for it, baby. And no country advances on potential alone. It advances on consistent productivity. And so those who are going to shape 2026, they won't be the most protected. They'll be the most willing, the ones with attitude, the ones who move early, the ones who are prepared to risk judgment, to start from the bottom, to do something new, to correct a course, to walk away from stagnant rooms and outdated games. And this, I say, applies to us. And if we change our attitudes collectively, our nation will change. So yes, courage is the bridge, but it matters only if you cross it, because nobody's coming to rescue you. We move ourselves. And when we choose movement over grievance and excuse and just being able to sit there and wonder, woe is me, certainly over nostalgia, something is going to shift. Because the moment we stop waiting to be saved, we become capable of leading. And that is a choice before us. That is the work of 2026. And yes, it requires courage.
All right, people. I'm going to chat now. Enough chattings now, people. Hey. So, she's a goddess, people. Yes, miss. She's so rebel behind her. She said something in specific, and it's going to hurt a lot of people because a lot of people are living in denial, are living in ignorance. They said that the world is moving and it is shifting as it regards to tradition. And people, many of us have outdated tradition. Not saying, I won't call it outdated. The tradition was not real from the beginning. Now, I'm sure LIZA HANNA didn't want to say, I'm sorry people, but I'm not bashing anyone. And please do not take any offense. No, she just spoke about pride. No, what I might say might hurt a lot of people pride, and some people might not even want to hear. But please, but for the benefit of you, remember, change don't come overnight, and change never come with nothing nice. It come with bitter truth. So let's listen, people. She said, no one is coming to save you. Oh gosh, oh God, you know. People in the comment section, what do you think she mean by no one is coming to save you? So after years of slavery and sufferation, and we come out of slavery and sufferation and governmental oppression. We don't come out of slavery, but I mean like physically and governmental oppression. What is salvation? What we said that we are going to get as salvation for our soul? We hear that a man is going to come back, right? I know she never want to say it. She never want to say it. She never wanted to say it, but I'm going to say it. We all hear that someone is coming to save you. Now, let me say this. I'm going to put it into simple terms so people can overs. Now, this is going to be a good talking to people for a while. Now, listen. I tell females all the while that no man can save you. And if you believe that a man can save you, that's the time you're living in ignorance, and he can do whatever he wants with you because he's the one that will be providing for you. Now, I tell every girl this. A true man is a man that teach you to stand on your own, so that in case him get you pregnant and him pass away, or even before that, you can learn to sustain oneself. And if anything and he should ever need a help, you can grant him help. Because if you're not enough to give him, like a woman might leave a man instantly if he has nothing to give her. But for a man it will take time if the man is also wise. So no one is coming to save you. No, this is what we all get as a lesson that yes, boy, you're gonna live rough here and hurt, but you will get salvation after. People, no one is coming to save you. And I used to grow up where I used to defend on family. And the moment I was suffering for years, yes, so the moment I realized no family member was gonna save me, no matter the promise, they won't give you a promise so that you can stay around, so that they can at least feed you and have your faith use. So people, I realized, you see, if I did realize that, because you say a family member, you believed in them, so you stick around. But if I did know, say, eventually, so that means that then I was holding the faith, fearing to leave from around the people, or fear to leave from where I think my help would come from. So I feel as if there was no one else, nothing else. So if I leave this, because I was also ignorant. So what she's saying is, people, a lot of us that is talking about, that is not seeking what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and not improving our intellect. No one is coming out of no sky. There's no second return of nothing. There's the second return of crisis of consciousness. And a man once hold the consciousness, and he was showing us how to gain that consciousness so we can become like him and learn to do what? Save ourselves. So that is what Lisa and I is trying to say, but she never come straight forward. Now let me tell you now what go on, man. You see, just like how, you see, religion is an empty promise, you know. Yes, the church promise you, church and state. The state promise you and the church promise you, you'll never see none. It's just a space holder in your mind so that you will be comfortable thinking that down the line you will get a reward after that. So people, what Lisa and I is saying then, science and technology is improving, and a lot of these countries are improving themselves, and the portal is open up in order for every man to get wealthy at any given moment. And we need to change these outdated beliefs that does not serve us so that we can advance. What I mean by this is people are still here speaking about storm like we are here, like we cannot arm ourselves because science and technology is so advanced and our people is so poor as it regards to knowledge and information. So when people lick us with storm, you still have religious. When people that are way advanced than us use storm and lick us, we are still saying that it is God and it is this and that. God is real, yes, but not realizing that man has been so advanced. It's like the movie that named The Gods Must Be Crazy. These set of people were in a separate part of the world where they do not overs or advance the other sides of the world. So that a buckle drop out of the sky and they think it were gods. Yes, people, that's how ignorant we are. Sorry to say, and many people do not want to accept it. That is what you mean that the world is moving on as it regards to technology and some traditional stuffs, people. That is what Lisa and I mean. So many of us don't. So what is this knowledge, you know? Christ told you about knowledge and self-empowerment. So people, there's no coming of no second Christ to save anyone. You see, the moment we don't go seek, alright, what do some of these countries has that make them so advanced? Why we not have it? Like people used to say scientists don't believe in God. And like, but at the same time, if we are praising God and they are not, like why are they so rich? Why are they so way advanced? Isn't it God? What? God don't love us to teach us some of the science and technology like them so that we can be advanced too? No, people, it is blind faith. So, because what happened is in slavery, there was a time where when they want to control us, so they had to create a belief system, which it's a fear-based system. So it's just like you're with someone or say, it's because a lot of let me say Rastas then. A lot of the time, what I realize is that as a Rasta, when you speak, what happened to a lot of people is not that what you're saying is not true. You know, what you're saying is really that many people are ignorant. And it is easy to hold on to what you already know. Sizzler say, I struggle with fear as I experience. Now, when the world is so big and you find out that there is so much that you never know, your ignorance, yes? Because of a fear and try to rebel against the truth where you are here for what you know, the comforting lie. A lie is a comfort to a what? To a fool. No disrespect people who have... So, for all who is emotionally intelligent and watches this video, no, it's for informational purpose and it's not meant to let anyone feel any way. So yes, so we got a placeholder in our mind. So while we are here, remember, you know, people, this is what the missionaries brought to Africa, and while we did this, they took away our land. Yes, pray. So how we are pray and them take away land? What are we serving? So people, while we are believing that we are going to get heaven after death, these people created this belief system. So like, you don't know the truth about how life works and how the earth works. So while they are studying the earth, studying Mother Nature, we are studying an illusion that keeps us repetitive in cycles, and that enough of us will get stuck and never ever move. So this is what happened. While we are studying and worshipping whatever false doctrine they teach us, they are learning and studying us how to wipe us. So this is why many Africa always struggle, because while other people is around us improving and studying through wisdom, knowledge and understanding, and next what? Experiment like what happened with the storm. They are improving themselves. They want to test what they have created and know how effective can it be. So yes, them test it power way, and we get lick, and you still have people that say oh God because we are naive to technology. So Lisa and I say while technology and certain traditional things are being outdated, people are breaking. We are in the age of knowledge. People are breaking away. People have held the faith long enough for centuries and centuries, calling upon false idols, which is not their ancestors, and have suffered so much from it. And now people are realizing it. They call generational curse. So while people take away your ancestors left for you or your grandfather left for you and can teach you, so a man go give it after you pass off, in a debt while them take you away and teach you how to pray, and they take you away from your close your eye and then take you away. So then give you a false belief while they have the true belief. But man said, give us the teaching of His Majesty, for we don't want the devil philosophy. So this is what they do, they blind us. Until the veil shall be removed from the eye, then we shall not see the truth. So people, the Bible talks about the veil. So the Bible is not outright wrong, people, but it is the way some of these, so we just watch a video about Paul Bogle. Sorry, not Paul Bogle, some shop. It is the way some of these hypocritical, self-elected, as Mr. Warmington called them, preachers, interpret it for us. So enough of them are house slave, them interpret it in a way to keep us in darkness. It's just like how, when you watch our media, all type of foolish are going on the media. So this is an illusion again, massacre against family. So people focus upon that. Just like how you focus upon idol and religion. So you can't see the truth. While what? We are focusing on so much stupid things. She just spoke about productivity. LIZA spoke about that. We are not getting productive. We are not being creative. We are not using our brain. Our brain is in freestyle mode. While young babies in China is making cars and getting rich and wealthy, and we stay here broke or poor. We do not know nothing about nuclear technology. So at any given moment, any of these countries can make. That's why we can make any form of nuclear weapon and wipe us off the earth. People, Africa awaits us. Africa is studying people. So this is what happened. Them provide. So man take away your heaven, man take away your gold, man take away your everything, your diamond, your pearl, your ruby, and tell you say it's after you pass off, you go and get it. But salvation is not in the grave. The earth is the large and the fullness thereof. Heaven is here and hell is here. But it's a state of mind and a state of condition which people live in. People live in a third world country. We can't find, like people can't find food and are struggling every day. The status of their situation is hell. They're living in hell. Can't find food. Cause them to go through mental issues. People get cuckoo. People are walking on the road crazy. That is hell, people. While some guy live some other life because what? They have seeking wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And this is the reason why religious people believe that scientists do not believe in God. Because why? Because scientists advance and realize there's more to life. And God has already given us the blueprint. So we want them people to stay behind and become our slaves. So make we use the true blueprint of nature and give them some idol and thing and promise them milk and honey after they die. People remember this is how they steal our land. So for religious people sometimes, Sizzla, as I say again, Sizzla say he struggled with fear as he experienced. So yes, I struggled with fear when I was experiencing. So it's just naiveness. So she said, LIZA Anna said, when pride outcomes productivity and we live in nostalgia. Nostalgia is old. So people want to be stuck in them always and full of pride. So me just tell you something about His Majesty and Marcus Garvey and your blackness and how you feel proud of Rasta say to be creative and learn to lend but not to borrow. But because of your pride and you feel like these people are idiots and you're stuck in nostalgia, yes, the whole slavery tradition mentality, then you feel offended and you don't really want to say, what is this youth saying about Marcus Garvey and all sort of blah blah? Let me go and research and see what he's saying is true. Let's see if this really happened once upon a time in history. Let us see if this productivity, if we start export ganja, then we could run an experiment. If we start give Rastas license to export ganja productivity, let's see how we can benefit. People do not do research. We rather we're full of pride. We don't want to accept, so we don't know nothing because we think we know. And that is our problem. She said that when pride overcomes productivity, you're stuck in a nostalgia. Yes, like some old time record playing over and over again, we're stuck. So when she said misalignment of perspective, so perspectives can change people. And she's saying that your perspective is misaligned, meaning that what she's saying, it can look away to some people, and some people might say, I never know LIZA Anna stay so. Why? She's saying so because some people might stay. Now seeing this video, some people might say that, oh, LIZA Anna does not believe in God and she does not believe in Jesus. But she's saying what? It's misaligned perspective because you don't know the truth. You don't have the right perspective. You don't have the right way of viewing her. You're not seeing her for what she really means. You're seeing her as evil or as dark or as unreligious or anti-Christian or anti-Christ-like because you don't have the right knowledge to back up. Because people, what you know about me or what you know can determine how you view a person. So if you don't know the truth and someone speaking the truth, your ego is gonna let you see them as wrong, bad, and you're gonna be defensive against all that they're saying. Now Maureen was affected also by Hurricane Melissa, and it seems as if a family or this young lady is going to give some assistance to Maureen. So they are on the journey to Maureen's house. People, stay tuned with us and let us take a look.
Greetings. Alright, Welcome on the journey right now. We are coming through Pullet Lane. We're going to see Maureen's house. Maureen, we are live on Instagram. So I want the people who traveling with us on this journey from around the world to see what's going on. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Maureen Beale. I'm living at Petersfield, Westmoreland, Pullet Lane, to be exact.
And tell them a little bit about what your experience has been like.
Wow, it's a horrible one, very horrible. I've never experienced anything like this before. When Melissa started, I take it so simple. But further on in Melissa's journey, when my house shift off the block, I run over to my daughter's own. And my daughter's own turned over with 7 of us in there. Yeah, man, turn right over. My daughter, she get a cut on her forehead and on her foot. Her husband was trapped in the house for a while. And then we managed to rescue it, ride out the storm in an unfinished bathroom. While we were in there, the roof went. And we had was to cover under a blow-up bed. The blow-up bed, nothing not going on for the blow-up bed. We have to use canvas. And the water keep rising up on us in there. We have to run out and keep on dodging zincs and all of that to head by the Petersfield High School for safety. And that was where we seek safety. Thanks be to God, we have life. Life is the greatest. I lose everything. My business was also gone. Everything, I lose every single thing. I save nothing. I save absolutely nothing. So I'm just trying to pick up back the pieces out of the rubble to see if I can just set up a little makeshift until, you know, God help me and I pursued myself back on my feet.
What have your days been like at the Petersfield shelter?
Boy, it's a up and down situation because at one point a man of unsound mind, some people say I don't really know him, came in on my daughter and nobody ever came to her and said anything to her or give her a word of encouragement knowing that she's coming out of a trauma like this. Nobody came and said anything to us. So we're just trying to find our way out of there because they said that we have until the 31st to get out. So if we don't get out, they're going to put us on the bar ground. And we don't really want to go in that position. So we are just trying to see how best we can get back our life on track.
When I met you, Maureen, the room that you're staying around, whenever I do tours, I bring people around to see Maureen. And every time that I've come around to see Maureen, she's washing clothes every single solitary time.
Oh Lord. Right now when we go over there, Rebel, you can see some clothes are still there. From the second day of the storm, I've been washing because I'm just trying to get out as much things that I can get out, like to wear. And when I do own a bed another time, I will have some sheets and, you know, towel and all of that because we don't really get those off the shelter. We have to wash out what we have and use. If they do give us some clothes, they throw it on the outside for us to go and pick out of the rubble. And I'm not really into that, so I have to wash my own, see if I can get few towels and my clothes to put on and all of that. So, you know, I wash a lot. Even now, I still have clothes to wash. But I'm trusting God. I put my faith in God. I'm a strong believer in God. And I know that God will put me back where I am, where I was, or even on a higher level. I just keep my faith and trust in God for better days to come again.
How do you feel about what the options are that have been given to you and other people who've been impacted living at the shelter right now?
It is horrible, very horrible, Denisha, very horrible, because knowing that you have your place, and for them to telling you that you will be going on ball ground to live, that is very horrible. That is very horrible. That's not a nice feeling. And that's why I'm saying that thing out of the rubble, because the house is totally gone. Totally. So I'm heading around there to see if I can get, if I even a little 10 by 10 so that I can rest under it. I'm not going by the ball field.
So I want to show you guys the options that people have right now. The option is, number one, if you're an elderly person, you can go to the infirmary, which is overcrowded and also damaged. Number two, the option is that you can go and rent somewhere or find somebody to stay with. But I want to say that the whole place smash up, number one. And number two, if you could have been staying with somebody, you would have been staying with somebody. Number three is that them give you 1 and 2 little supports to help to build up back your shelter. That's the only real option that they have, because number 4 is to go under the ball field onto a tent. But I want to show you a little bit of where the government of Jamaica expects people to go when they leave the shelter.
Here is actually where the house was. This was where the house actually was from that block. Come around.
But Miss Marine, there's nothing here.
Nothing is there. And that's where the house end up. Over there.
So the house was here.
Yes, the house was here.
Where Enoch stand up.
Come.
And it blow come.
And it blow and land
and mash up over here.
Turn over on the top and explore. This is all leave out of it. The furniture's all gone. See the dresser down there. The stove, the fridge.
So Miss Marine.
See the door over there. One of the door then it's up over there. So. It's horrible, Dennis. Horrible, horrible. Nothing is left as you can see. Furniture over there. And this is mine. So that is what leave out of it. See, everything mash up, everything break up. Yesterday somebody told me so the flooring we over so. The flooring for the house that we over that side.
So in a situation like this now, Miss Marine, what is the solution?
Then Isha, all I want is, if I get some help, if I could get some help to build a concrete, even a room and a bathroom, I would be grateful. But for what?
That we buckling on now. Life I greatest.
Life is the
Life I greatest donation.
When the house are coming up and I pick
if it wasn't for God, Maureen dead. Because when the house lift up, it was lift up the first time, it threw out Maureen from Maureen foot bad. She have a bad knee, she can't walk properly. So come like when the house lift up the first time, it threw her out, and she said when she hold on for the clothes and I get up her house, she see her come. And the count fall upon her and she get up quick and pull over to his side and run off. And they all turn over with the rest of us inside. So we're going to the bathroom and I said, where Maureen there? And we look around in front there, so I'm running the yard. Why? God I agree with this. That's not what I tell them. God I agree with this. So they all live and whatever may comes, let it comes. But guess what? We have life. We will start again. Every setback is for a great comeback. And that I quote me I work with. Most I God we are trust. I trust him. I trust him. We don't have trust him. We don't have trust him.
So give thanks. We know that Raniel was able to come forward and support with helping to get some stuff for this build.
Berry side, Kim. Berry side, Kim, shout out. All the love, all the support. Man, Kim came through and did some stuff alongside with Raniel.
So what would have happened, because you were living in the shelter with your wife and your son?
Still living there. Still living there. And basically, when the minister came the other day, he came and bright light the regards that they said that the staff room was broken into. Now, Donisha, if your house is broken into, wouldn't you want whatever news team to come and show where the stuff was that was taken from the place? Oh, this is where my bed was. It's now not there. The door is shut. The door's shut. The news team could not get a full view of it. They say they broke into the staff room, which is a lie, and they can confirm it like the school. But I believe, and this is just my theory, that because they want to get us out of the shelter as quick as possible, they just tell a white lie. So the process is pushed further. But they must understand that we're human beings. We're human beings. If you want to get us out of the shelter, give people some help, no? Give people some help. If you're not giving us material, get to a building, man. Because for all the people that are getting help thus far, it's been private donors. It's nothing from the government. We know that to be true. And they come, they disrespect, which they do all the time, and they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything at all. People have to find their own way. So we're getting some help. Talk to the government and get some contractors. Get some builders. All the persons on the ground that are working, they are private people nonetheless. Raniel and his team, 876 Street, everybody, they're private people that work on the ground. Where are the government? Where's the government? They want us out. We know that school have to open because the children are the future. But where's the help? Where's the support? Where's the people? A few months ago, politics, the thousands of people are run behind them. So where's the people now? Where are they that we support? Where's the politician? Not once I've heard our MP for Central Westmoreland come and say, oh, ABC or AD, whatever. They just come, they get what they got, they get what they want, and they move on. The police come just the same, and if they disseminate some information, I think they're preloaded with information already. They come, they just, oh, we don't really care about it, no, go around, so wait. At the shelter, my family and I, the other day, we were there. I was out on the front using the Starlink. One gentleman, they say, is of unsound mind, going in the room with my wife in there. Nobody from the shelter has come forward to say what happened. Nobody from the shelter has come forward to say what happened. And we were there from day one, from the house turnover with me inside. We were there, we ran there for rescue. And we're there from day one, and nobody has come forward to say, okay, this is the case. What happened? Who came in? They come, they go, and they do their thing.
Which is why you see me have the confrontation the other night with the gentleman, you know. Because he's a sexual predator on the property.
And them are own things.
And the administration know. And
Touch me.
All right?
Touch me.
All right.
They know.
The administration know, because I personally reported it to the administration and to the police that there's a sexual predator on the grounds of Petersfield shelter. And because of that, they want to make it into an issue. After we do so much work, the man they want to try to violate.
They are violators. And every day, this is what we go through. The very people that they have in positions of management. Let me not say management, because I don't want to implicate anybody. But the very people they have on the ground, supporting them, helping out the management, say they are the footmen on the ground, is the very people that are disrespecting people, that are doing a lot of abominable things over there. And people see and know. They know. They have heard from day one some things has been in the open, and people know they still have them there because of their friend or their colleague. But you know who not care? You know who not care? Me not care. Because when I lick shot on a bonfire, it just have to burn.
Okay.
Anything want come after, it come after.
Correct. Death to pedophiles, you know. There's no really two ways around it. From you're gonna touch a little child, then you need to be off of this world. There's no sorry, because you don't get better from that. So we are still boots on the ground, making sure that the people can see what is happening beyond the veil. Because there are reports being made in the media, but no investigation behind it. We're looking forward. We hear the Prime Minister is going to be on the ground tomorrow. Welcome. We'll be here.
I think that was yesterday. But it was not forthcoming, it looks like.
We'll see.
Well, yes, people. So, first I want to say big up to this team working on the lady's house, and we're sorry that they lost. She went through such tragic event. She explained that she was dodging zinc. I can imagine what it is like for her, as you know, she have a foot problem, it seems to be a lot of hassle, people. But respect to all of these people that come on board. So it seems as if she now is just a one individual that is trying to help this lady. I stated it before, we have more people that is affected than people that aren't. Sorry, yeah, more people that aren't affected than people that is affected. So and we have a lot of people overseas, that if one wealthy or okay family can assign themselves to one family, Jamaica could be built back. And this is the type of unity. This is what I'm talking about God. This is what I'm talking about, Almighty. People, if you can see the vision what I'm talking about, that we will come together. We are all strong and mighty. Unity is love, love is strength, and love is God. With that type of power, we can do everything. So if you're not sacrificing yourself, being a sacrificial lamb for the people, then you don't deserve to be there. That means the Almighty never put you there. No. So these wanting to get these, listen, telling the people that you have to go catch with someone, you got to go at some other shelter where it's already ram jam and ram pack and all of that, or they're gonna go people. So that means a point blank then. You just decide say you want the schools to open, and then you don't business what's gonna happen to the people after. They should just find somewhere catch or find their way, whatever happen. This is an antichrist behavior. Like people, they don't have no consciousness within them. They are not empathetic people, and then they want to come back and act as if, why I never said that. That is all that we see going on, people. We do not support a government that is not selected by the Almighty. I continue to exaggerate all because it's all the people. You see, our electoral system is going to be moved outside of Jamaica. That means it don't matter who we want to vote for or whatever, then we will not determine our government. So the government is definitely going to be self-selected. So people give you a position and crown your king, man. Just like how they crown this man king of king, lord of lord. So people, what she's saying that she's praying, but at the same time, these people, you see it? This is what people. So who is supposed to help you? Who God has already spoken to. Yes? Who the Almighty has already spoken to, because the Almighty is speaking through all people. Yes, a lot of people up on their phone. I said this and I said that. So the Almighty have spoken to them through people. The Almighty is people, and it has spoken to them to help people. Now these people are still praying for change to come, even though the Almighty has sent the request to these antichrist people to help the people. So people, I continue to exaggerate Almighty. Please see if you can look into what I'm saying and catch the grip on what I mean by this Almighty, and exaggerating this word over and over again, Almighty. Because only together we are Almighty. As I say, we are Christ in disguise. So she's praying for help, yes, but help is already there. But what is happening to the help? So she's praying for something that is already there, but why? It is in the hands of the wrong set of people. You can't tell people just come out and go where. Some people that like to say people is blaming government and government must not do everything. Who makes money? Who controls the money? When the money comes to the Bank of Jamaica, who disburses this out to the people? It's the government that controls the Bank of Jamaica. They control money. So however, if they want us to give salary increase or minimum wage increase as we're supposed to get, they can do that. So if people does not have enough money, because why? They raise up tax to pull more money from the people, so much money cannot circulate among the people. So for all who is talking, yes, these people should help people and not run them out of the shelter. You guys had so much time to create a safe space for the people before you run them out of the shelter, and you have not, and yet still no one run the people out of the shelter. Hey people, live and live in colors. Life is truth, and much people don't want to accept it, but don't wait till your back turn against the wall. A lot of people say that when people get old, they curse this and they curse God and all of this. But I don't sometimes over them. It's the delusion that they have gotten to believe in all years of their life. Now when they're on their deathbed and they're calling upon the illusion of their slave master, nothing manifests, and they die miserably in ignorance, not knowing what is going to happen to them, with no assurance of what is life after that. So if they give all their life to something, then when it has come to the end of their life, they need to be assured what is going to happen to them. And if people are given all of their time and support and work on the slave mill for government, so that government can use tax money to live, fortunately, when they are in desperation, they need to hear what's going to happen to them, or else they're going to curse the government, just as how some people on their deathbed said to curse God or curse Christ. It is the same thing in the same way. People might view it from different perspectives, but it is the same thing, people. Now, Atwater Massive and Crew, this one was very hard, but a lot of knowledge was spread, and give thanks to who hold out to the end to listen to this interesting reasoning, and always liking, sharing, comment and subscribe. Hey, there's a whole lot of talking I do, you know, people. I hope it don't fall on deaf ears, but leave something in the comments so I can definitely know what you guys think and learn something from you guys also, because iron sharpens irons, and that we're here. That is what we're here for. So that's what Massive and Grow, people. Big up on yourself.
Atwater channel, straight to the max. Bring the thing to the people then. Original generous P. Same way. Man, big up Atwater channel. No ice cream. Yeah man, big up yourself.